I want you to address any area of your language, any area of your dialogue, and pay attention to the conversation that you have. And I want you to address any doubt that you are adding into any of your conversations. This is called doubting dialogue. Do you have any doubt that is filling your dialogue or conversations? Why is this so important? The Bible teaches in Proverbs 18:21 that life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruit. Your tongue and your words that you speak, that's what Proverbs 18 is speaking of. It's the words that you speak have power behind them. They have momentum behind them. I have learned that the thing I speak about in a healthy, good, positive way, I give good and healthy momentum to that thing. In fact, my perspective on that particular thing, whether it's a situation, maybe a decision, maybe an issue that I'm facing or dealing with, it could be a tough situation or a negative thing, but the way that I speak about it can create a healthy, good momentum in how I address it. So many times we get into negative situations, and I'm right here with you, and I can start to talk negative. You know what I'm doing? And I start to talk bad, and I start to be critical and just get obsessed around the negative of it all. What I'm doing is I am adding negative momentum to that thing, and I'm causing the negative momentum to build and to build, creating what seems like a bigger, more massive problem than what it really is. The tongue has life and death in it. That's why I'm asking you to take a self-assessment and address any of this kind of doubting dialogue in yourself. Address it. I want you to pay attention to this real time as you go throughout your day and you catch yourself thinking that something is impossible. I want you to address it right then and begin to believe with all things, with God, all things are possible. That there is nothing too hard for God. All right? I want you to address it real time. Whenever doubt starts to fill your language and it starts to come up and negative just starts to spew out of your language, I want you to stop right there in that moment and just begin to flip the script. This is your opportunity to flip the script of what you feel like saying versus what needs to be said. You give momentum to situations, to relationships, to your thought patterns by the way that you talk. Address this. Be healthy about it. Realize that every time I open my mouth, I'm creating something. I'm creating an atmosphere. I can create a good, healthy, positive atmosphere and environment in my home simply by how I talk to my children and about my children. If I'm complimenting them, if I'm telling them that they're strong and telling them that they're smart and that they're so funny and I love hearing them laugh, you know what that's going to do? It's going to create a positive, healthy environment. But if I'm always negative, if I'm always coming down, if I'm always being rude and just agitated, that's going to create a whole nother atmosphere. So we got to realize that there's power. There's power and it sits right here. It sits right here. And sometimes we talk things up so big, so many things that are just small things, and we talk them up so big because we gave momentum to the wrong thing. I want you to give momentum to your purpose. I want you to give momentum to everything that God has called you to do by the way that you speak about it. I'm telling you, you can be facing the most toughest situation, but the way that you talk about it, the way that you speak about it can change your whole perspective. And I believe there's a lot of us in need of a perspective shift if we'll just shift the way we speak. What if you had the power to talk your way into a new season, to talk your way into a promotion? Now, I'm not getting caught up in the name it, claim it, all that stuff and just speak it and it'll happen. But I am telling you, the way you speak to yourself and the way you hear yourself talk affects the way that you think. It affects what you believe. And your belief is powerful. And when you begin to believe God can do anything, and you begin to believe that He can open doors and provide, and He can do the impossible, you begin to speak that way, and therefore a confidence is built in you to handle the things that you face in front of you. The way that you speak will give momentum to the good or the bad. You get to choose. The power of life and death is in the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. That's telling me that I will have to endure or enjoy the results of what I speak. Because after I speak it, I can't get that word back. Once it's left my mouth, it is out and I can do nothing about it. So it's either going to cause pain or it's going to cause production. You get to choose which one you want to produce, because those who love it will eat the fruit of it. Give momentum to the right thing, and let's address any kind of doubting dialogue we have filling our language.